Welcome to the show, Paranormal Parley, chat to make you glow. Talking food and sometimes rude, however the live stream rolls. Amazing mods with lightning rods to keep out all the trolls. Fantastic.
Give me a sec, guys. My computer literally froze then. I thought it would kick me off. Let's get some music on. Music. Exhausted. 4-hour Crow Live. I had to walk into town during it. I'm back. Woe is me. Woe is me. Right, hang on. That's not the right thing. That's the right thing. Right, I seem to be heard. Seems to be you can hear me. Right, let's look at the million comments. Okay, Leanne, hello, how are we doing? I've got my coffee. I've got a very special treat to go with my coffee. I'm going to go through that in a moment. Make sure Sandra's in. I'm having white chocolate pudding and coffee. Why would you disown a coffee like that, Christina? That's just wrong. Pam, thank you for becoming a member. You are a legend. Thank you so much. Actually, I feel bad you've done that because I'm going to give some today. But thank you. I really appreciate you. Always a welcome addition to the chat. Mariah in the house. Hello. Pinky. Must be late for you, Pinky. Love that you're here, though. Yeah, memberships are dodgy from the phone. I can never do it from mine. It seems to have a different system, and I end up giving up. So, Wiz in the house. Mine's an Android. It's not an iPhone or anything. Keeping Polish. That's right. So hello. I'm sorry, guys. For the second half of Crow's Live, for about an hour of it, I was actually walking to and from town to try and get back before this live. And I'm still struggling with breathing, to be honest. I'll take me inhaler in a minute. It's because I walked too fast. I'm alright. It's just because I've tried doing too much too soon. It's only 1 a.m. here in New Zealand. Oh, you're a treasure, Pinky. You really are. I meant that you didn't. Oh, sorry, I stopped thinking. I don't know the meaning of sleep. I know the feeling. I've been up since 4. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 p.m. here. Mind you, I'm usually up between 4 and 5, so I don't know why I'm saying, oh, I've been up since 4. I'm always up since 4. Just crammed a lot in this morning. Let's just, oh, Timu, stop emailing me. Stupid Deb. I power nap because I can, because I'm at home all day. Work from home, so I do have the luxury of my own timetable. Slept 11 hours last night. Oh my goodness. I can't remember the last time I did that, actually. I honestly cannot remember the last time I slept for more than about 5, and that's rare. I get on average 6 or 7 if I don't know, 2 or 3 for me. But like I say, I do usually nap in the day, so. It's tomorrow here. The crowd goes live at 3 a.m. my time. The only way I can catch us live is stay up all night. It went later tonight, or today, because normally he's a bit. Because I thought I was getting into my safe zone. I was about to actually go into town. Leisurely walk up. And he went later today. Just to keep us on our toes. I get 8 hours most nights. Sounds like luxury. Trouble is, if I had 8 hours in the night, I'd probably still have a power nap in the day, so I may as well stay up. Good afternoon, John Boy. Now, you put a breakfast up, I think it was yesterday, on Facebook, which looked delicious apart from the black pudding. I don't do black pudding. Yuck. 6:55 here, a.m. 5:55 for Leanne. Just waiting the red arrows. 10:55 p.m. Saturday here for Caroline. Sky! Ramford Bellions. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Mike, in the house. Hello, sweetie. Just Joe, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm hoping I don't sound too breathy. Pump in the house. Good afternoon. I think I'm getting towards the bottom of the chat. A fluffy little penguin. Yeah, I'll explain the penguin in a minute. I will explain the little penguin in a minute. Sam Hain, hello. It's not a pigeon, it's a penguin. I hate pigeons. I really hate pigeons. I think that's because I lived in London for 6 years. I feed the birds in our garden. Blackbirds especially are right bossy little sods. But we do have a couple of pigeons, and I hate the pigeons coming in because they just hoover the food up and take it away from the small birds. So I'm always trying to scare the pigeons off. Audio's perfect. Oh, guys, my premiere's delayed till tomorrow because do you know what? You're going to believe what I did. I was going to say you won't believe what I did, but if you're used to me on a live, you will not be surprised by this at all. I spent last night laying down the audio track for the video because I was all ready to put it together. Over 20 minutes of me speaking, getting it right, reading from the script. Threw it into the editing software, no sound. Bloody mic was on mute. And I really didn't have the energy to re-record it, so premiere will be tomorrow. Oh, such a dumbass. I was so on track with everything as well. Sandra, hello. I'm pleased to hear because I want to ask you something. Find the chats. Okay, the new. It's new. Okay, the new. Let's say hello to Ghostwing. I can't remember. Ghostwing, I'm so sorry if I didn't say hello to you. Might just be my brain melting. Elaine, I'm starving. I've just had just scoffed down sweet chili chicken tortilla wraps. I got when I went out, and I have treats to eat while I'm having my coffee. I left the black pudding yet. Yeah. Oh, did they not let you? Because I usually just say no black pudding even though it's going to go on. Oh, I thought, oh, Chowboy likes black pudding. I'm so disappointed. The rest of it looked amazing though. Good food where Chowboy is. It all looks delicious. Sound fine. Good. Trouble is this mic picks up everything. I don't want to be sitting sort of mouth breathing on the live stream. I recognise that penguin. Yes, Sandra recognises that penguin for a reason. I've called him Peachy. He has a name. I'm happy you chose the penguin today. Yeah, it's alright. I'm alright. I do need to take my inhaler again though. It's because I walked up and back too fast to try and get back to the live. I normally take longer. You don't miss Chariots of the Gods. Was that the back? That is right. I'm going to be honest with Chariots of the Gods, which means I'm going to get further behind on the chat. I am doing Chariots of the Gods. 100% I'm doing Chariots of the Gods. But Wiz will probably know, because I've been talking about it for a while, that I'm nervous about it. I'm really looking forward to doing it. But it's probably going to split people a little bit. So I've actually decided to wait. I always said I wanted to be safely over 1k when I did it. And I am safely over 1k, but I think I'm going to see if I can hit the 1.1 before I actually start releasing that. But I have plenty other things to be doing, and I'll explain what in a minute of what the next few videos are going to be, so I'm really hoping they'll help. So sounds delicious. Yes, they're good actually. I used to get the hoisin duck ones from Morrison's, and they seem to have stopped doing it. Maybe there's a duck shortage around here. So, but I think I even prefer the sweet chili chicken ones. Just a big breakfast and sat down. It was okay for 8 quid. That's not bad actually. That's pretty much what you'd pay here, to be honest, because you're a tourist area like me. You'd be lucky to get one cheaper. Well, certainly one of that size. I think you'd probably pay more here actually for that size. Yes, Elaine. I've got because my laptop's not coping with the camera at the moment, so I would have unboxed it on the live stream. I did go, oh my god, in the crows. But what I have done, they're very rough pictures. I want to take better pictures of a couple of things, but I have taken pictures of them, and the penguin is one of them. My peachy penguin is going to take pride of place on the desk. I love penguins. If anybody doesn't know in the chat, I love penguins. Chariots of the Gods. Elaine, I actually highly recommend it. And one of the reasons that I already know, I've already had eye rolls from Kenny when I was on a panel talking about it. With Chariots of the Gods. But the reason, basically, Crow recommended it to me. And so I downloaded it onto my Kindle. And I can speed read, so I thought, I'll just flick through it, see what it's like. And honestly, I read the first chapter, and I thought, I literally read the whole thing in a day. Speed reading, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do chapter by chapter. And the reason I love it, so much is whether, whether people think it's fairy tale stuff or not. I don't really care. It's about that very first chapter, which is, I'm going to do it chapter by chapter. That first chapter, it will explain. It's the way he thinks. It's the way he opens himself up to other possibilities. And it was written about 50 years ago, actually longer, because it's about my age, so nearly 60 years ago. And also, I'm interested to look at some of the topics in the book and see where they are, what's happening now. But I'm talking about being safely over the 1K. Could very well be I might lose 1 or 2 subscribers. I might gain subscribers from it. It depends. But I think when I'm talking in my chat, I never have a problem with alternative subjects in my chat. But obviously, not everybody who's subscribed to me is in my chat. So could have many bobas. I know. I've got a few bobas. They can always have. They're always happy to have friends. Sarah's a boba girl. Yeah, I don't know if Raven's in. If somebody wants to link Mariah's new channel, that is fine. Crypt in the house. Hello. Kenny rolls. Oh, he's rolled his eyes at me more than once, and I know he does. No, I'm not offended by him rolling his eyes, by the way. But if you are very much down the Kenny Biddle route, those people who are very much down the Kenny Biddle route and the very, very skeptical route, it might ruffle a few feathers. But that being said, I'm not presenting it saying everything in this book is true. The author also has quite a checkered past, so people will bring that up in my comments. Oh, well, he's all getting in trouble. It's about the words on the pages, and it's about the way of thinking. It's about thinking outside the box, if you like. And I know, Mariah, that you're big on that as well. I don't know if you've read Chariots of the Gods. I think you might have mentioned it at some point. But yeah, Crow recommended it and I couldn't put it down. Alexis Artemis Greenhard the First, hello. Thank you, Caroline. There's Mariah's new channel, Cult Kitchen. By the way, guys, can somebody put the link up to my art channel, because I have put a community post out yesterday, and I am going to be going full on that again. So, crow the chat. What's with this adorable plushie? This is part. I had a parcel from Sandra Banana Hammock Peachy this morning, and this was one of the things in it. I'm going to show you everything else that was in it in a minute. Just want to try and get down to the bottom of the chat. But this is my little fluffy penguin, and I called him Peachy. I'd prefer the alternative subject. Do you know something? I'm never going to get to the bottom of the chat, am I? But do you know something? I think a lot of us, and especially in my chat, I'm not saying it's because it's my chat. Maybe it's just the people that get attracted into my chat. I think people are ready. I mean, I am all for real investigations. I am. I'm fully behind them, and I'm fully behind the debunkers. I always have been. They're the staple of our community. But, the paranormal is more than about ghosts and talking to walls, and so I'll have a nose. I don't think people would unsub all of you and your content. It's not like it'll be the only thing you'll do. No, actually, and some of the stuff I'm doing beforehand, which I'll go through in a minute, it's a bit like the video that was supposed to be out today is not going to be out tomorrow on the Satanic Panic. I am varying my content anyway. I need a I thought I'd sent it to you. I'll remind me after the live stream. I'll send it to you, sweetness. Thank you, Mike. I love the book as well. Yeah. It's just, me being a historian and cultural, and I think we should be looking backwards as well as forwards. I really do. Look, we can learn from our past. We have to learn from the past to go forward. So that's why I love it. Hey y'all. Hey Crow. Only mods can share links in chats. That is who I came from the gym and I'm relaxing with coffee. I've done half of that today. Does that count, Alexis? Ryan. Crow! I shan't crow the chat now, Crow's in. Kenny's brain rolls its eyes at everything too. You can see his skull rippling with eye rolls for talking to Dawson. All of our brains roll. Skulls ripple with eye rolls when Dawson talks. Sorry. Purple Ronnie, hello. Bless Dawson. I feel like I just saw you guys somewhere. I know, they look familiar, don't they? Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I did put the starter sketch on, and I did explain the reason it's not a full video is it's so in depth. My laptop wouldn't cope with filming it, but I am going to film myself doing the shading. So, and it's a special piece as well, so I needed to get it right. Oh my goodness, hang on. Just let me crow the chat a little bit. Crow the chat. Red arrows right over your flat. That would have been noisy. Denise. I think I did it in Buy Me a Coffee, but I don't know if I mentioned it in chat. Thank you for the Buy Me a Coffees you've done. I don't always remember to check it when I'm live, so thank you so much. HM Paranormal Detective, you treasure, you absolute treasure. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. Actually, guys, put Paranormal Detectives link in the chat for me because I should be subbed. But I can check after. Alexis, thank you. A member for 4 months. Coffee for this lovely community. There you go. Right, that's me at the bottom of the chat. Before I show you the other things that Sandra sent me a letter with it. This isn't me self-serving saying, "Oh, I want to read you the letter." Sandra told me how wonderful I am. It's because it's more of a letter to the community and it's awesome. But I want Sandra's permission to read it out. So yes, it arrived while Crow was live. So my little penguin there that I called Peachy was in there. The strawberries and cream are open because I started munching those in Crow's live. Strawberries and cream and peaches and cream. Oh, they're delish. Thank you, Mike. What I'm going to be having actually be with my next coffee because I've just drunk the next one. So I will, as soon as after the intermission, I will tell you what I think of them because I haven't opened those yet. Look at that. Salted caramel brownie Tim Tams. Lovely Tim Tams. Never had those before though. Oh my god. Now she also sent me. Now I'm gonna get better pictures of these because they need to be seen in their full glory. I literally just quickly. Oh, thank you, Sandra, because I really want to be able to. I wanted to be able to read that letter out, but that was your call, not mine. So one of the things she sent me 2 pictures, 2 diamond art pictures that she's done for me, and this is one. This is the small one. So I will put better pictures up. This skull with wings and flames. I will put in a community post these 2 pictures photographed properly so you can see them. But I was opening the bigger one and I thought, And I'm opening it up thinking, what is it? Because it's easy to see Diamond Art from a distance. And when I looked at what she'd done, I think that's when in Crow's chat I actually said, oh my God. So I hope you can at least gauge what this is. She has actually done fantastic in Diamond Art, and that picture doesn't do it justice. Like I say, I'll do it properly, put it in the community post. Sandra, I can't thank you enough. And this is the letter that she sent to me. And I want to read it out because this isn't just about me. This is literally about the community. And I hope Crow's still here. Is Crow still in the chat? Because I want Crow to hear this as well. And, or at least I hope he's at least lurking. So she says, Dear Sarah, I hope this finds you well. This gift is my way of saying thank you to you and this community. She says, I, like a lot of people here, have had my challenges in life. I have been taken advantage of due to my caring personality, so I took a step back from people. Yeah, they see it. Awesome. Then fate intervened, and I connected with you, Crow, and Seg. I felt your genuine love, kindness, and acceptance by all of you. I can't thank you enough. This community needs people like you, Crow, and Seg. You keep all our spirits high, even when life is challenging for us. I don't mean bleach. Anybody doesn't know what that means? Caroline said she was high on bleach because she'd been cleaning something the other day. Thank you so much, Sarah. Take care. Sending love to you, Sandra, Banana Hammock Peachy. So, a letter to the community there. And this is Sandra Peachy, Crow. Sent me a letter and a parcel this morning. But the letter was, like I say, I love the letter was to the community, what the community's is, and we all know that there's always issues, there's always drama, there's always sort of people niggling each other in chat. Rarely happens in my chat, and it's awesome, and it's because of the people who come in here. And ever since Sandra hit this community, went into Seg's chat, came into mine, into Crow's, and she's in Children of the Crow as well, fit right in straight away. She hit the ground running in there. You are an awesome addition to this community, Sandra. And I'm not saying like you sent me a parcel. You already know how much you mean to us as well. So, yeah, I will look to get better photos of those two pictures, especially that fantastic one, so you can see it in its full glory. And I'll put it in a community post. So thank you so much. You are a treasure. Hearts for Sandra for that, please. I've just seen somebody come in. Terry, not a problem. I always want to say you're not late, you're arriving exactly when you mean to from Lord of the Rings, but Purple says it, so we need to find another way of. Viva la Penguins! Viva la Peachy! Peachy Penguin! I remember Sandra making me a birthday cake when she came for my birthday, yeah. Oh, here's an unvoiced Hamlet. Oh, yeah. Stop self-promoting, bro. Available soon! We must be the only mad Aussies ever. Do you know what it is? I actually love having the Aussies on the New Zealand in my chat. On the Americans, it's not everybody, but Australia and UK especially, we have two different cultures, but there's a lot of similarities in the humour and the attitudes. Well, certainly all the Australian friends I've had in my life and online. From my heart, the poem said it all too. Yeah. Yes, I've still got to do something with Sandra wrote a poem which I'm actually going to put up as a little video. What I might do is do it for one of the lives and do it as an intermission video. I just thought that was worth reading out, because you get people moaning, etc., this, that, and the other. Not very often, but it happens, and just want people to see. Such a cute penguin. Hello, Noah. How we doing? Phil's not here. Sorry. Oh, he might be by now. Actually, I don't know. Probably asleep. Have I said hello to Raven? Raven, I'm sorry if I've missed you. I'm really sorry, sweetness. There's no words sometimes. I'm trying to be all mushy and sentimental here. Crow's talking about foot wipes. Maybe that is mushy and sentimental to Crow thinking about it. He loves his moist and unmoist towelettes. Oh, that was a compliment from Crow. I can assure you. He's trying to help. He's helping. Crow always gives me preparation ages and triple antibiotics. I don't know, so I've been going back and forth to the PC. So I don't think I did, Raven. So hello, darling. He's helping. Yeah. I'm eating a dark chocolate Tim Tam. Ooh. These are awesome. Salted caramel Tim Tams. I have to get my brain going. Oh, having another one. Oh. Awesome, Terry. Does it involve Ouija boards? What involves Ouija boards? See, I'm lost now. I'm lost. Just put that back up a minute. That is awesome. Like I say, I'll get a proper picture of it. Get rid of the others because I think they're slowing me down. Oh, look like penguin. I'll eat something now too, probably tuna. Seriously, Sandra, I'm glad you're enjoying the community. Yeah, it's always nice to hear that. Content creators to hear that. I mean, yes, we have the lives and we have regulars in the lives, and some people sort of in and out, only and occasionally. But I think when we get people to say things like that, it doesn't matter what the content is. Whether it's a live stream or a video or a funny video or a debunk or an investigation, you know when you get that feedback, you're at least doing something right sometimes. Shadow Mice, hello. Got my breakfast and coffee all ready to lurk. Lurky turkey. Good to see you. Homemade mayonnaise. Purple Ronnie. Did I miss you, Purple Ronnie? I'm sucked today. Definitely needs to be framed, Sarah. Yeah, I'm actually going to take it to. We've got a really good framer here next to the castle, and we've used him before, and he's very reasonable. And I love the fact that you can pick and choose what colour the mount is, etc. And so I'm actually going to get the fantastic one framed properly. Carla, hello. Good to see you. Oh, good. That helps. I can crow the chat. I might have tuna. I'm so hungry now. Enjoying my dinner. Kebab pizza. We're back on the kebab pizza. I've already mentioned a kebab pizza in ages. Um, sorry, my phone distracted me. Raven, do you eat anything other else than pizza? I think she had lasagna once. She said she fancied a lasagna and then came back and said, "Oh, I just made it." Bill's another one. Pizza diet. His pizza awful. I've sealed the front dots, but yes, framing. I assigned and dated the back. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Thank you. Is it pizza kebab or kebab on pizza? I have ribs in my refrigerator. What am I doing tonight? Oh, I'm having hot spicy chicken. Oh, I've had chicken for lunch. Oh well. I had meatloaf yesterday. I've never liked meatloaf when I said it. You did say, oh, good. Brain no working properly today. Blame Crow making us watch Overnight No More. They've dragged into that failure. I've never, probably just the ones I've eaten. I've only had it 2 or 3 times. Never seen what the fuss is. Somebody sent me a really good meatloaf recipe. I've made one. I think it's one of those things that I need to make it myself. Sanju Dark Horse is awesome. I made a huge pot of pumpkin soup this way. See, I don't think I've ever had pumpkin, ever. I don't really do it here. I said this before, it's like meatballs, but it's a big loaf. See, I like meatballs. Maybe I just eating meatloaf, people who don't know how to make it. Don't mind me, I'm jealous. I can't have bready stuff. My stomach acid will destroy me. That means no pizza for me. Oh no! Oh no. Flatbread pizza with Alfredo sauce, spinach, cheese, bacon, blue cheese. Oh no, I don't like blue cheese, but drizzle of buffalo sauce 2 days ago. So good. I got you. Thank you, Mike. Because I will try it. I'm not cooking on Fantastic Feasts. I'm not doing that setup, but I will make one and taste test it when that's up and running. Smell of pumpkin puts me off. Can't really see it much. It seems a bit fusty. I'm sure it's lovely. I still need to make a meatloaf similar to what Cynthia made. It looks so good. Oh, Cynthia's an awesome cook. Awesome. I'm going to do chicken kefs and chips. Yeah, I've got the Bird's Eye hot and spicy chicken. So that's me tonight. Dawn, I have an awesome meatloaf recipe. So good when I make it. There's no reason why I wouldn't like it, by the way. Because I love meatball. I love that sort of stuff, but I've never had one that I've thought, yeah, I'll have that again. I've never had meatloaf. It's less common here, I think. Burger with the lot, including pineapple for dinner, was so good. I love a Hawaiian burger. I haven't had a Hawaiian burger in a while, actually. Maybe was doing the meatloaf wrong. I don't know. Carla, you didn't miss 4 hours. No, you only missed 4 hours, Carla. It's a good live. It was a good live. Meanwhile, thank you for giving me the membership. That will will have been HM detective, paranormal detective, gifted memberships. I knew I could get the food talk. It doesn't take much, and people will be starving for it. No pun intended. People will be starving for it. So go back to normal screen. Because Crow actually didn't get round to it in 4 hours. Crow didn't get round to the food talk. He's slipping. Yeah, thank you, Raven. Crow, stop it. It was awesome. Are you sure you want burger? Oh, so sad. It's a cooking show. I don't know how I'd set it up in my kitchen, Mariah. You've got the advantage of setting up your kitchen camera in front. I mean, I could do some, but it wouldn't be the full process. And I mean, Fantastic Pieces. I need to get the art channel back up and running, and I have to concentrate on this one. I really need to be full on this one. Hopefully, remembering that bloody microphone has a mute button on it. I've actually turned the microphone around in the hope I actually don't hit it by accident as much. We wrap bacon around the meatloaf. Cynthia's awesome cook. Awesome. This I'm talking to myself. No problems. Mina, so good to see you, darling. Hope you're okay. I made chicken pizza using grilled chicken breast as the base. Add tomato sauce, lactose-free cheese, ham, peppers, pineapple, and top with more cheese. Actually, that sounds good. My soup has bacon pieces in it. I love lentil and bacon, actually. I'm not a soup person per se, but that's one of the soups I do love. I love lentil soup, but lentil and bacon soup's lovely. The varieties of pumpkin. Oh, maybe I don't even know if we can get anything pumpkin here. Mussels for the mussels and my jam. I love mussels. I'd actually make a good mussel pasta. But the other thing I use mussels for is if I'm making whitefish, like even if it's something like sea bass or cod or haddock or something, I will sometimes do a few mussels with it to bring out the flavour. When I say a few, I love mussels so a lot. I use bison when I make the meatloaf, but you can use actually. Oh no, it's not bison. It's we can get boar meat here. I've had boar burgers. They're awesome. Pineapple in a can at home. That's all I use. Takeaway from takeout called Billy the Squid. Ancient Paranormal is the hero of the gifties. Yeah, I can see Shadow Mice has gifted some. I'll try and get down there quickly. I've got loads of projects going on. If I can get to the bottom of the chat, I'm going to go through some of them. Anyone gone to a horror? No, but I would love to. I love circuses and carnivals. Performance carnivals. Got an obsession with them. Probably tell by a lot of my AI. Fantastic feasts. Just because Phil's here, he'd be very proud of you right now. Drop bear on me, please. Welcome to a drop bear. I'm not changing that channel name. Partly because it was Ryan, it's the Spookfest that came up with it. Bacon in the turkey keeps the meat breast moist. I actually don't like bacon. Actually, not so bad on turkey. My mum tends to put bacon on chicken, and I keep going back because you can't taste the chicken. Crow's live was good. Yeah, it's alright. No, it was a good live. I enjoyed a good laugh. Yeah. Shadow Mice, you're so good to me. Thank you so much, you legend. Thank you. Um, such a good support of the channel is much appreciated. Mixed ground meat, beef and pork. Oh, actually, that would keep it. Sorry to use the word for anybody who's bothered, but moist. Some pork with some keep it moist. I'm having overpriced rhubarb and custard sweets. Are they the ones you put on Facebook and you got like 10 in a pack for £2? It's like that's the downside of being in a tourist area, isn't it? Can you make meatloaf from mussels? Fish loaf. Horror Circus does sound amazing. I've actually developing some smart work on them because I also love puppets. I think I've used one of the test images before, but there is some my artwork, not AI artwork, my artwork coming. So keep an eye on my Uncanny Academy. Chicken salt on both. Love the drop bear. I've got a drop bear t-shirt coming. They had characters like Terrifier and Chucky, scary contortion dolls. I'll tell you who's got an amazing scary doll collection. And I think if you go to her channel, she's got a video of them on. Should have posted it a while ago. Is Stormy After Dark. She's got some awesome horror dolls. No haggis. No. Is it Surfstrimming the one that looks awful? Yes. Keeps coming up in Crow's Lives when he is talking about food. Of horror circuses and clown music, yeah. I did consider at one point, for shits and giggles, trying to see if I could do a design master's degree, and that was going to be my theme. Oh, who said Dawson's name too many times? Who Beetlejuiced him? I love scallops. I love scallops too, right. I need it to be somebody who knows how to cook them though. Because otherwise they're not good. They're one of those fish that I don't tend to make them at home because I really need somebody who knows what they're doing to cook them. Purple Nurple? Okay then. I was lurking on Sunday, by the way. You had some awesome numbers in your premiere on Sunday. Well over 120 at one point. So happy that you're getting those sort of numbers, Dawson. Well done. Oh my god, Dawson's in the house! Shh, everyone! If you're really, really quiet, he might think we're all out. Oh no, not no to Tom, no. Absolutely not. That was around more when I was a kid. That's one of those things that you don't see as much these days. They're horrid if overcooked. Yeah, they're either, if they're overcooked, they end. It's a bit like calamari. They end up being like rubber. Or if they're not cooked the right way, they end up being a bit slimy. But cooked right, they are perfection. Hi, Dawson got in. I know. Mods, what are you up to? What are you playing at? You've dropped the ball there. Hi, everyone. Thank you, sir. Peaked 150. That was good. That's good. And well earned. I do really enjoyed it. Like I say, I'm doing a lot of artwork at the minute, so I'm literally sitting with the screen in front of me while I'm drawing. So I am there just in case anybody gives you any bother. No, that's usually Kenny. So cow's thong. I need glasses. Tongue. You were summoned, I guess. Scully Pop. Hello. How are you doing? Scully Fox was in my comments. I think it's the first time we've seen him in. Sorry, drinking in the live. Welcome him in. I did sub to you, Scully Pop. Interesting channel. I really like it. And I've got to the bottom of the chat. Yeah, tongue. Yeah. The only last time I saw anybody tongue, it wasn't through choice. I think it was the last time I took the students to New York. And we're in this New York deli, and one of the students wanted to be adventurous, and he wanted to try something he hadn't tried before. So that's what he ordered, and it was huge. Oh my god, it was. I think it was an elephant's tongue or something. Size of it. Oh, he didn't like it. Tap dancing, tarot card reading. Where am I acquire this service? Well, I can read tarot cards, but a bit limited on the tap dancing. Well, a bit rusty on reading tarot cards. Did I say good day to you, Mr. Pomp? Thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Scully Pop. In Australia, but it don't exist to you, Dawson. Yeah, Dawson. Can't go to somewhere that isn't real, so you'll never see the beauty. Or the kangaroos. Oxtail soup is. Oh, I like oxtail soup. Yeah. I actually bought some recently. I haven't had it yet, but I haven't had that in ages. Hello, James. Hello. How you doing? Here we go. Sandra, Australia isn't real, so I think the tap dancing tarot might not be either now. So let's just break this down, shall we? Dawson says Australia isn't real, even though he's never tried to go, and Sandra lives there and says it is. No, I believe. My tarot cards haven't arrived yet. AliExpress is slow this month. Last set I got was awesome. I love the artwork on them. I am designing my own. Hello, we have stumps for all. Why do you have stumps, James? Dawson, have you watched Star Wars yet? You're supposed to have done. You're supposed to do that for Dawson trolling. It's a new name. To be fair, Dawson gets trolled when he comes into chat, so you know. So kangaroos aren't real either. Drop bears are though. Sandra is one of the agents pushing the Australia agenda. Sorry, not sorry. What? Because she lives there. Sandra, how could you? How could you? Tap dance in New Zealand then. There you go. There you go. Kangaroos are probably robots, maybe aliens. I've seen them in America. AI kangaroos. Star Wars marathon needed. Yeah, if you're not careful, we'll make you watch Rogue One. Phantom Menace. I'm just going to take a nap. I know I'm ready for my power nap. Dawson, maybe I should send you a parcel too. The postage stamp might be all through. Let's have a look. I'm trying to find something on mine. Oh yes. Yes, definitely says Australia on the packaging that of the parcel that Sandra sent through to me. So booyah, Dawson. I'll do your tarot free, Dawson. I can't tap dance. Lives there. It's all a mirage. No, no. I got so cross with my nephew making me watch Rogue One. Spent 2 hours watching a film just so the ending could show me Darth Vader appearing on the Death Star. Jesus. I mean, I've got Star Wars friends who love it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't for me. No Boba in it. Why would I watch anything without Boba in it? Blanket, hello. That's all right, Tina. You Blanky, hello. I'm Blanky, hello in a lot. I got an oracle card reading in a video once and was real fun. Got palm reading once and that was less accurate than the oracle cards. In fact, I've done that. Somebody screen grab that. I only like the. To be honest with you, I mean, I am a pure. I am very much the first one. I mean, I love the original trilogy more. The first two. I'm not so keen on Jedi, but I do love my original trilogy. But and I saw it as a kid, 10 years old. Saw it at the cinema when it first came out. Ignored it for years, other than the trilogy. And some people kept saying to me, "Sarah, you got to watch The Mandalorian. You got to watch The Mandalorian." And I went, "Oh, I don't have to." And I watched The Mandalorian, and it was like I was 10 years old again. It was that awesome to me. And it's because I loved all the creatures in Star Wars, to be honest. The fact it's set on Tatooine and Boba's set on Tatooine. Yeah, dresses on the back too. I saw a guy read this random girl's poems. They said really specific and accurate things about her childhood, freaking her out. Yeah. Pinky the Star Wars reaction will drop for free for everyone on my Patreon soon. I've had a lot of life hit me like, yeah. I knew he was doing it, guys. But he has been really busy. Mandalorian is brilliant. Yeah. The first 2 seasons were already out when I watched it, so I just binged it. I absolutely binged it, and then Boba came back in the second season, and I was like, "Oh, my Boba!" The name Star Wars is misleading. Didn't see any I know clickbait, right? Goes for George Lucas is a bugger for it. Oddness is my name backwards. My name backwards is Harass. Seems fitting. Seamaj? You gotta say that right, haven't you? Face Pink drinking tea. Oh, I was going to do a coffee, wasn't I? How long have I been? Oh, I better go a bit longer before I go into intermission. I've got to have a coffee with me Tim Tams. My salted caramel brownie Tim Tams. Oh, mouthwatering just thinking about it. The stars fighting was all behind the camera. And everybody got on. Everybody was one big happy family. What's MGM backwards? MGM. Ignip is Pinky. Thank you, Mariah. It's free, so it's not going to be behind a paywall. I want everyone to be able to watch it while not screwing up my algorithm on here and not charging. So it's a good idea, actually, Dawson. I mean, I have a little free section on my Patreon to give little tasters of what I'm doing. I'm doing. I put on my free section. I put the caricature that I did of me. This is for the Halloween magazine cover. The ones of Crow and Seg are in there, and I'll be putting other people's in there as well. Ina Lorak. A movie, an MGM movie in reverse is hard to watch. Yeah, you get the spoilers first. Relet Noswad. Noswad. Oh, I want to call Bilson Noswad. You sound like an alien, Caro. Noswad. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Patreon is useful for that if you're doing something that's different and not say you're worried about the algorithm. Because Dawson's pretty much got must have his algorithm behaving itself now. With his premieres, etc. So either Pudding I Ate was poisoned, or then people are talking in some strange languages. Well, it was a white chocolate pudding, Goswina. You've only got yourself to blame for that one. Some of my friends used to call me Noswald in middle school. Good day, Noswald. It's just a guy. I still have that bucket of soapy frogs. Smelling weird now, despite the soap. You still got that. Yeah. Dawson, that's gonna stick. Sky's got hold of it. Not my fault. What's your favourite food of all time? If you're talking savoury, probably a really, really good chili. Followed closely, very closely, by a really, really good lasagna. If you're talking sweet chocolate. No, Noswald, I can't handle any more nicknames. I think this is out of your hands, sweetie, but have a word with Sky. Sorry, Dawson says I was going to keep calling you Noswald. I'll probably forget, but Sky won't. Dawson Troller. There you go. Have you got a premiere this week? No, it's Saturday. Tomorrow, Dawson. That's what? Hashtag Dawson. Yeah. I can't control my chat, Dawson. This isn't my fault. They're free to run around freely into nature and shit, all that stuff. Don't turn around, James. Oh, I think you're right. That's what. Noswald forever. No, Dodo, he does. He loves the attention, Sky. No, he's not fooling anybody. The only thing Dawson doesn't like, and I don't blame him, is he doesn't like it if people don't say his second name right. You shed too much, Dawson. I shed too much. Oh no, James. I hate it when that happens. No premiere tomorrow. Next Sunday we one. Pretty cool one, actually. Every other week. I've actually been luckier lately. Been super refreshing. Awesome. Actually, every other week's a good schedule. You don't need it every week. Chili, yes. The only problem is I've had a couple of chilies. Oh, actually, I do have the recipe for one of them. They did give me the cookbook. But I used to have a friend when I lived in London. I used to have a friend whose ex was, I can't remember if he was Iraq or Iran. It was one of those two. I think it was Iran. And she used to make what was called an Iranian chili. And it's one of the best chilies I've ever tasted. And I wish I'd have got the recipe off her. It was. She taught me how to do the rice. She did. She taught me how to do the rice by literally bringing it to the boil for about a minute, pouring most of the water on, butter in, crispy rice. It works a treat. I never got the recipe for the chili from it, and it was absolutely probably the best chili I've ever tasted. He probably prefers Noswald and fooled all the. Yeah, he's always doing that. Do you not notice how much Dawson does protest too much sometimes? No, 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 and it can't possibly do that because he wants you to, because he knows you're going to ignore him. Tola, like Tolbooth, yeah. Yeah, and I've heard people who've said it, and I don't blame you. And you've been around for long enough that people should know how to. I'm being protective now, but people should know now how to say no. Chili soup and stew season is. I know. I actually love the winter food. I mean, it's easier in the summer, but I can get that crock pot out more often. Noswald's content is good too. Yep. Sarah says it right. Almost no one else does. Someone got you said it wrong. I think it might be partly the ex lecturer and teacher in me, because you have to get kids' names wrong. That's when I remembered them. Yeah, it's like you've been around in the community for well over a year now. What, 18 months? People should know it's Taylor. I can't even say that. Yes, he is. Not been around much this week. Caroline, that doesn't bother me as much because it's an accent, as long as the toll part is right, yeah. Crispy rice, just buy a crap. No, it's not. No, honestly, this is the best rice ever. I've actually bought a pack of rice because I normally just get the microwave stuff, I have to confess. I've actually bought a pack of rice because I'm going to go back to making the crispy rice. Yeah, that does depend on accent, though. Tola. Actually, I had a conversation with Tyler about a year ago, and he really knows about accents and how they work. And I hadn't realised until he actually said it how often, especially with part of the world I'm from, as in, I'm not just mean England, I mean in the northeast, we don't tend to put the R's on the end of words. That does tend to be an accent thing. Toilet like collar. Stroller. No, Dawn. Oh, yeah, holla. Troller. Raven's determined. Troller. Yeah. Oh, Dawn's winding you up. Go figure. Dawn, I think Dawn needs a nap. Person's blues feet. I wish you could see the emojis in the StreamYard, but you can't. I feel a tantrum coming on. Okay. Raven, what did you think of the monster I had you try? Oh, are you encouraging Raven to drink Monster? Sky, every Aussie sentence has a question mark at the end. Yes. Goes up a notch. I went down the street today. There's a UK accent that does that. I can't remember which one. It's not where I am. Oh, I was trying to remember which UK. It's one of the English accents that does that. Dawson, it was yummy, but I still prefer the white Monster. The pink ones. I have never had a Monster drink, and I think I may not try. Rising inflection, yeah. I'll just let myself do it. Oh, it's fine. You had a question mark at the end of that. Sorry. Geordie? No, not Geordie. Northumberland, more further north. You don't call a Northumbrian a Geordie. Nothing wrong with Geordies, but no Northumberland. So my accent, if you UK, you'll understand this more. But anybody who, I haven't got an accent anymore, but my original accent, the Northumbrian accent, the Newcastle accent, the Sunderland accent, and the Middlesbrough and Durham accent, people in the south hear them all as one accent. But they're not. They are different, and the Northumbrian accent is a lot softer. So, of course, if I was speaking really broad Northumbrian, you'd barely be able to understand me because all the vowels roll into each other. Geordie's much harsher, more guttural. I love fuckwit. I use that a lot, actually. If I'm in polite company, I like pillock. Or numpty. My bestie also, and I tend to use it as well, like cock bumble. Like Scottish. It might be one of the. I'll have to keep an ear out because I'm sure that there's a UK accent that does the same thing. Yeah, another accent has arisen in spectrum. I can't remember which one it is. Could be one of the Scottish ones. Stick to your coffee and Tim Tams, no more. Yeah, the reason actually I don't want to like it because I mean if I'm out I'll drink regular normal Diet Coke, but at home because I drink so much of it I have to get the caffeine free stuff. So the idea of having energy drinks, I'd be having palpitations after the first can. So that's a no. I'll get a strawberry monster. Middlesbrough accent is weird. Sounds like Yorkshire and Liverpool. Do you know the Middlesbrough accent and the various Durham accents are the ones I find it difficult to pinpoint? Probably know the Middlesbrough accent if I heard it though. Sarah, by the way, I might end up flying into Newcastle and Portland to tell you live. Yeah, I do. Yeah, if you're coming in, let me know. And if we can have a coffee, that would be awesome, Dawson. Awesome, Dawson. Yeah, Newcastle's my local airport. Awesome crowd in here. They are amazing. Scully Pop, they are. And I'm not just saying that because they're in chat. This is a lovely chat. Awesome, it's an hour away. Oh, it's easy enough to get. So I'd happily meet up with Dawson. I'd love to. Never tried my body couldn't. No, I'm not even. I'm sorry. I'm old enough to think that Lucozade should be. You know, we've had this discussion before. Lucozade is something that you go into the bloody chemist for when you're poorly as a kid. Yeah, I think it is. Because I'm on the East Coast and on the borders, just above, in Scotland, just above the border. I think there's areas up there, probably just a bit north of, which would be that, wouldn't it? North of Edinburgh, that have a slight upward inflection. Sarah, Lucky Duck, Door may visit for a spot of tea. And I was no, it's. I mean, the town I'm in is right on the dual carriageway, so it's not. Newcastle is an amazing night out. Don't tell him that. If the words "big market" come next, mind you, guys, if you're ever in Newcastle, It's like the Wild West going out for a night in Newcastle on Friday night, right? You've got to be careful. And there's a small street. It's called the Big Market. It has a very iffy reputation. And I will confess, because when I was working in York, most students like to go to university so they could get home easily, which is fine. So several went up to Newcastle, and there were a couple that were right pains in the neck. And I recommended the Big Market when they went for the night out. Wonder what happened to them if we ever saw them again. I might have to smuggle frozen pizza into UK so I can keep my nice chemical. You'll get enough chemicals in British frozen pizza, don't worry. I'll try and answer, then go on chat. It might take me more than that hours to get to the airport in the same city. Oh yeah, I'm just a joke, and it's not. It's like a lot of airports. It's actually down a really, from my direction, it's actually down a really windy country road. Dawson's going to miss his chemicals in his food. Tea or tea? Dawson going to get a health shock coming to the UK. Why does none of your food try to kill you here? Me in the UK. Depends where you eat, sweetie. Difference in American pizza is that they add more yeast in the dough. Right? Sunderland is actually one of my besties lives in Sunderland. That's where I went to university. So I actually know Sunderland really well. It's actually a lot better. The city centre's been regenerated. I actually prefer going shopping in Sunderland than I do in Newcastle, to be honest. But yeah, if you're new to the area and you're not local, yeah, you have to be a bit careful. But I'll say that about most cities, to be honest. Middlesbrough, Durham, and Newcastle are roughly in the same area. Yeah. Raven, come over to Scotland when I goes over there and come ghost hunting. There you go. Dawson Troller is a good nickname. I went to Sunderland Uni. I got my head kicked in twice. Great stuff. Yeah, I went as a mature student, and that's where I met my best friend, and she had a little place just next to the building where I was, but so it wasn't bad. You got to be careful as a student though, because there are locals that they have a thing. I assume they still have locals night that you just don't go out as a student. I think it's a Wednesday night, or it was. Paris is the best city to visit in the UK. What? Paris, Texas. I love Paris though. What year, Sarah? I started my degree in '95, and I was there till 2001 because I did my masters there as well, and I was teaching while I was doing my masters. Dawson's coming to Scotland too. You'll enjoy it. Mind and bring the waterproofs. Yeah, no matter what time of year you're going to Dawson. I've been trying to back off energy drinks, switching to healthier. Caffeine probably overrides the healthier ingredients. Yeah, like I said, for somebody who drinks coffee all day, for my pop, I have to keep away from the caffeine. No thanks to Paris. I want to get mugged and scammed. I'll go to Memphis 2 hours away. I love Paris. I tend to have a very turbulent relationship with it because I'm missing it at the moment because I haven't been for a long time. I know Paris really well and I love it for photography. Um, but yeah, it's an exhausting city. So if anybody is doing a trip to Paris, I'll give you a recommendation how to make it less exhausting because there are ways around that. Sky, if I could get a train from the UK to Australia, you'd be much more likely to see me in Oz. 2000 to 2004. I'm all. Yeah, I was teaching the first years in 2000. Um, on my degree. Uh, sort of late 2001. I moved down to York. I'm going up to the lakes for a walking day next week. I'll bet. I really miss being able to go out. Not having a bloody car at the minute is killing me because I just want to go up to the hills. Uh, Paris is a great city, French. Yeah, that. If you, one of the things I would highly recommend if you go to Paris, I know that the French are supposed to be brilliant at cooking, and they are. If you're in Paris, my recommendation is eat at a chain restaurant or something like an Italian restaurant or something like that. It's very difficult to eat in Paris. What were you teaching, Sarah? Pop media and film, pop culture. When everyone, I guess, I got to get my life together, got to eat, shower, and head out for a 5.5 hour drive and investigation. Enjoy your investigation, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in, and look forward to the next investigation. You probably did. Yeah, I was doing my MA. Why would I have been doing it that long? I must have finished because I finished my MA early. But yeah, I was a visiting lecturer there until I got the job in York. Mac 101. Oh yeah, Mac 101 was the one I used to teach a lot. One semester I actually taught something like 6 of the 7 seminars. Letter from an Unknown Woman and all that shit. I had enough of that by the time I left. I hate to go, but I have to run for a bit. Pleasure. Thank you so much for being here, Scully. I really appreciate you coming in. I really do. Mel Gibson, yeah. And I'm not kidding, that was her name, by the way. Be good to see you again, Scully Pop. Awesome. Oh, and I actually just remembered, before I forget, I'll do the first lot now. Because I Crow doing it this morning. I don't think I've done this for a bit. See who gets them. Canadian Bacon! Megan, Donna, Lisa. And I may as well do all of them. I don't think I did it last month, you know. Guys, remind me to keep checking. You can do them once a month. Yummy Donut. Gillian? Brilliant. Oh, it's nice going to Sponge got one. Awesome. I keep forgetting to do it. If Crow wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have remembered. Haven't seen Wesley and Lisa in a while. Oh, Lisa was in the last live I did Wednesday night. Seen Lisa around more than Wes, but they are around. I'm green. James is green. God, our small world. Yeah. Well, so you would have been there before they all moved into the new campus. So yeah, the Foster building. The friend, my best friend that I met at uni lived just next to the Foster building, and that's the street where when I put one of my own paranormal experiences up. It's going in the book as her. It's going in the magazine as her experience. But one of my paranormal experiences is actually just on the street next to the Foster building. So Weymouth Hall, yeah, that's where the Students' Union was. And the restaurant, although we had a really good canteen in the Foster building. Right, guys, I'm on an hour and a half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Foster building near the library. Yeah, opposite the library. So if we're coming up from next building up from, it was just a small building. The next building up from Weymouth Hall was the Foster building. Well, still is. That was where most of my stuff was. Weirdly small world. You'll have seen me around if you did Mac 101. In fact, if you did Mac 101, then it's probably a miracle you didn't have me. Right, let's find a video. Well, I just put the kettle on. Which one is it? There we go. Back in a sec. Right, exciting time. I've opened the Tim Tams salted caramel brownie. You probably just snapped one open. My God, look at these. Let's taste it. Oh my God. Mmm. 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 Oh, they're good. Oh, caramel on my chin. Well, I'm not doing this on camera. They are awesome. I wonder if we can get them. Oh, I'm sold. Okay. Oh. Puff puff, I'm back. Sky's back. Um. Do you not have to talk toilet habits when I'm enjoying me Tim Tams? Genuinely. No, I love salted caramel. But things like caramel and toffee, I can only eat so much of because I find it sickly, and that's just the perfect and the right amount of salted caramel in that. They're really good. I'll have a look because actually there weren't two types of Morrison's, and it may have been the salted caramel ones, but when I was just testing them for the first time, I was on fizz. I may have not chanced it, but oh, definitely. Tim Tams. Chewy camera. Oh, it's not bad. See, chewy to caramel. Oh, there they are. Yes. Can't get it. Oh, there goes the diet. You know, the one I'm not on. Raven's having pizza. No. Oh, I think it's Procreate that Raven uses. I've got to try it myself actually, because I don't like me graphic tablet that I bought for myself. I really want to get my video done. I was worried that Tim Tam would melt. No, they're fine. They don't look as though they've, melted and reset. They're perfect. And I was munching on the strawberries and creams during Crow's Live this morning. So good. I'm trying to find snacky stuff because I am a grazer. I'm trying to find snacky stuff that isn't just chocolate all the time. I'm struggling. I've ended up doing what my dad did actually. When Dad looked to give up smoking, he actually bought mint imperials, and that's what I've ended up doing. Doing the artwork's helping though. This is a danger time when I'm live. You can hear me lighter clicking, but I've got to quit. I thought you didn't like white chocolate. No, these aren't white chocolate. They're the milk chocolate. The milk chocolate. Apparently we have Tim Tams now. I must venture out my basement to find some. If I can find them in Alnwick, in middle and north, rural Northumberland, Home Bargains. Oh, I haven't been to the Home Bargains. I'm not having a car at the minute, but. Oh, wait. Is that what the cream is? Just sort of like creamy base. And I've got peaches and cream as well. I sometimes buy peanuts and stuff like that, but the trouble is, I sit and I don't know, and they don't, they're gone. They're gone. Whereas things like mint imperials, they last a bit longer. Yeah, you can get them on Amazon, but I don't know where you are, Pam. Are you UK or are you pineapples and mushrooms? Pineapple. I knew your voice was somewhere, Sarah. Yeah, a bit distinctive. I actually used to love teaching Mac 101. I was one of the few VLs that was quite happy to teach the first years because everybody came in so starry-eyed and ready. I can still remember some of my first years. Strawberry and cream, yeah. No, I'd have picked up on them being white chocolate. No, yeah, they're yummy. Bit like the except I don't like them in Haribo, but I like these. The eggs in the Haribo packets, but it's a nice strong strawberry flavour to go with it. It is yummy. All caught up. Look at me. I only took it on 40 minutes. Actually, somebody asked earlier about projects. So my video out this weekend, which is going to be tomorrow now because I put the bloody mic on mute yesterday, is on. The trailer's out, and I'll be playing the trailer out on when this live finishes. But it's on the Satanic Panic and deal with the devil in the music industry, and I will be following it up with another video on the Satanic Panic about other things other than the music industry. That one's going to be much darker though, so trigger warning. I'm working on my Houdini Magician Amongst the Spirits video. Actually, the next one I'll do after the one tomorrow, it'll be the photography, fake photographs video, because that was voted for. And I need to get the parapsychology one out for History of Debunking. So aside from that, once they're out, I may start putting together Chariots of the Gods, but it'll be several episodes, so I might do two or three first, and then set them running so they're not too far apart like the debunking ones would be. Gone to bed, leaving it running. Land numbers, smash that like. Thank you, Leanne. I can't recall very much of my first. A few people can, James, especially in Sunderland. I use Illustrator and Photoshop. See, I use Photoshop all the time. I've been using Photoshop for years, so that's kind of my default. The new version I've got though, does seem to have a video function on it, so I've got to work that out. I haven't played with it yet. I only just noticed it. Alan's Lollies. Um, uh, going Amazon. Almonds. Lollies. They're just going to be pure sugar, aren't they? Pure sugar. Sometimes what I get from Amazon is I love Parma violets. I know a lot of people don't like them, but Parma violets. Wish my name was Alan. Alan's make good lollies. Trouble is, I was going to say, I don't say lollies are bad for your teeth. But I've got that many teeth left, so I don't suppose it matters. But they are sugar. They should be in your tummy, Caroline, not your mind. It's really popular with tattoo artists. I've seen their specific Procreate apps for tattoo artists too. I'm going to start designing mine, I think. I know I said I wouldn't, so I knew I was definitely going to get it started, but kind of need to start because I basically what I need to do is get all the different elements that I want to go in it, like my boba badge. I don't know any info. I'm very rusty on the Borley Rectory. It is a very, very famous one, but I'll tell you who knows a lot about the Borley Rectory is Justin. It is a very, very famous British one. There were two ghost stories when I was a kid reading my paranormal encyclopedia, which I've still got, still love it. Two of the most famous cases. One was Borley Rectory, and the other one was a Glamis. Sam Haines still in the chat. Place called Glamis Castle, and I remember the illustrations for that were terrifying. I can't remember where in Scotland it is, but yeah, Glamis Castle. They were the two. Where was it, Pomp? I can't remember where Borley Rectory it was. I actually, because I got the graphics tablet, Raven, what I was thinking of doing was actually just, mind you, I haven't got iPad. Didn't we work out I could download something that if I didn't have an iPad? Lollies aren't fattening like chocolate is. That is true. So I tell you what, I like those. I like the sherbet lollies. You know, the round ones. Love those. Just ordered. Tim says now I want to have to order from Amazon, Walmart, or Target. Third most haunted venue in England. I do remember it was one of the big ones when I was always reading paranormal stories as a kid. Good morning, Cynthia. Remember for 8 months, you legend. You legend. We were talking about you earlier. I think somebody mentioned your meatloaf. Essex. He's sketching while listening. Sam, without me looking up, do you know where Borley Rectory is? Not Borley Rectory. We know where Borley Rectory is. Glamis Castle. Do you know where in Scotland Glamis Castle is? Just out of interest. Harry Price and his researchers lived there for a year. Did they find anything? Tim Tams do look just like penguins, I can assure you, John Boy, because penguins, despite the name, are an affront to penguins. Sarah loves penguins. You know, the birds. They are. Penguins should just hide in the cupboard and be ashamed if the Tim Tams came in. It's in Angus. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you can't even compare them. Penguins are very dry. Whereas Tim Tams have got such good texture and way more flavour. Way more flavour. I know where Glamis Castle is. I could still see this horrendous. It was artwork somebody'd done for it. I still see this horrendous creature that they've done as the artwork for the story for Glamis Castle. I highly recommend the Jumbo. They're not cheap, but when I said how much they were to Caroline, apparently in Australia they're more expensive. They are worth it for a treat. Just try them. I met my best mates at Sunderland Uni. I also became a semi-pro drunk. My mates were all from the northeast and we would go out in the town on a weekend. The other students thought we were mad. My best friend who's still living in Sunderland. That's why I know the city so well. I think I met her in about, it's going on for 30 years now. That's terrifying. We were both mature students. She's slightly younger than me. We were both mature students. We weren't even doing the same course. She was doing psychology. Dawn helps me when I'm doing the psychology bits. But because she was, a lot of hers were based at Wearmouth, so we ended up meeting in the Forster building where the canteen was. I don't know. I'm rusty on the Glamis thing. I just remember it's this image, this artwork that was in my book that just terrified me. Hang on. Glamis Castle. Images. Just going to get pictures of the images of the castle, aren't I? Glamis Castle. Ghost. I might actually have a route round. I don't know if it's my encyclopedia or it was something else, but I just remember the either that or Borley. But I do remember both places came up in paranormal books all the time. It was about Queen Mum. Oh, is it Glams? Sorry, Glams. Actually, I knew that. Really sorry. Sky, we have this massive brass war horn to summon you now. Oh, awesome. Sky's got her own summoning horn. I'm going back to doing more. I wouldn't be able to do them because of dexterity, because of the arthritis, but I can see that they are one of those things that must be I find it when I'm doing art I want to do, which is more now, very therapeutic. It's the place where King of Scotland Malcolm II was murdered. Don't know anything else about it. Don't know why the need for the eye. I can't say anything because in Northumberland, a lot of letters go into some Northumberland places that aren't used at all. There's a lot of silent letters in Northumbrian words. Even Alnwick. I live in Alnwick, and it's spelt Alnwick, and the number of people that come in quite understandably said, "Is this Alnwick?" No, it's just Alnwick. Alnwick. And yet we have an Allen mouth because the River Aln, A-L-N, runs through both. And you say Allen mouth. You actually say the L in Allenmouth, but you don't see the L in Alnwick. We're an awkward bunch up here. Pinky, don't be scared. I have been neglecting my Facebook page, and I'm going to get back to that now. Because I've been concentrating on helping with Crows, getting it back up and running, but especially with Crow back in there now, and Debbie's there, and Raven's being added as admin, and Mike's there. I do want to get mine back up and running. And with my Facebook page, I am more than happy, because Debbie and I discussed it, we're just going to let go of the art page, because I am more than happy for my Facebook page to have artwork and stuff in it. So feel free to share it in there. There's the Discord as well. I'll be honest, I never look at your Discord. I might see what people think, because I might see if I can claw the Discord back, put to what Phil and myself and Wiz did it for in the first place, which was to get the creatives in there. But don't be afraid to share. Never be afraid to share. Sorry to jump topics. What program to use for AI art? Does it make you real style? Does it mimic your real style? Do you pay? Right, here's the way my AI art works. Mariah, I've got used to doing it now. I understand people getting annoyed with AI art. But when you do a YouTube channel, I ain't got time to draw for everything, right? So, and I love the look of AI art on the channel. I never sell AI art ever. But I use Microsoft Designer. Now you can get so many free with Microsoft Designer, or you can pay a subscription. You get 60 a month. But I actually ended up, because I needed the full Microsoft Works, etc. on my laptop, I pay for the full Microsoft package. I can't remember what it is. It's not massive. And unfortunately for them, I'll keep waiting for them to cut me off, because it's unlimited. So I will literally be putting prompts in. It's how you do your prompt. It's knowing your art styles, because people say, "Oh, it's AI." You know, you're not. No, you are. You can control it. Now, what happens is, it's like I'm doing one at the moment. The tester is on my art channel in a community post that I'm doing at the moment. I'll do loads and I'll take out bits and pieces from them, but it ends up being drawn in my style. I can't do anything other than my style for this sort of stuff. The other thing is, on my free bit for the Patreon, you can see the caricature I've done of me for the Halloween magazine. The paid members can see the one of Crow and Seg that I've done. Those are the ones I've done so far. I am not somebody who naturally does caricatures. Some people can do them in a minute. I can do them, but it takes me a long time. So I've been using the AI to help me with that as well. So it's a good tool to actually get the ideas. If you want to use it for inspiration and for ideas for your own artwork, I would recommend at least paying a subscription. I can't remember how many free you get a month. But I know that the cheapest one you get 60. You get 4 per generation, or you should. But I love that I've got unlimited now. I love it. I need to get back up there at some point. I don't go east very often enough. I'm actually thinking, because I mean, when I finally managed to get myself a car again, I really want to go up into Northumberland, but I also want to go, I'll go up to Berwick, I'll go up to Flodden, and probably go over the border and do some short stays. It's not a difficult drive. And I still want to do an Aviemore holiday. Maybe look to do that next year. I'd love to go back up to Orkney, but I draw like a crazy cat lady. Nothing wrong with crazy cat lady drawings. I've seen Pinky's artwork. Pinky, you go for it. I love it. I love the mashup of dark and light that Pinky uses subjects. Honestly, yeah. The art section in my Discord. I really think I really need to rewind that Discord and go back to it being for creatives again. I think still have paranormal section, but and anybody like Pinky or who does more stuff and wants a folder in there, your own folder, because that's what the folders are. They're people who do creative things. It's like Sky puts her Socklegangers in there, for example. Awesome. Yes, please, Sandra. That would be great. That would be absolutely great. I mean, if you want to share artwork, it's probably instead of getting lost in the feed, it's probably better to use the Discord if you're happy to. And if you do want a folder, just message me. I'll try and be better at keeping an eye on the Discord. But again, if you'd rather use the Facebook, if you don't want to use Discord, I'm happy for you to put it in my group, my fantastic Phantom Zone group. You're not going to get moaned at on my group for putting artwork in because it's part of who I am. You're not far from Edinburgh then. No, it's a bit of a bugger of a drive because most of it's single carriageway. But if you went on the train, it's just over an hour, I think. Was it an hour to Bury? It's just about an hour. And you can get some really good deals to Edinburgh on the train from here. And the train, it's just, to be honest, it's easy to get the train because, I mean, frankly, you don't really need a car in Edinburgh if you just go to the centre. Yeah, that's my Discord. I need to make a separate Facebook or Discord that is not dragons. Passion for dragons is for dragons only. Do either. We'll support. Pinky, I'll support whichever one you do. Whichever one you do. Denise, sorry, mostly late. Not a problem. Had a day out yesterday and really overdid it. So tired. Oh no, sweetie. You get some rest. Rest in peace. He means good things. I just got attacked by things when I was 4. Really? Oh, Raven's pizza's ready. Ants, jellyfish, and other children. Didn't that keep going when you went to Sunderland? I don't know about being 4. I have been. I don't know how everybody else in the UK has been finding it. Somebody did mention it being overrun by insects this year, but I have been bitten on just about every part of my body this year, including parts of the body I didn't know I had. We need the first frosts. The piece that became off Facebook, can't be bothered with it anymore. Had a lot of artist stuff on there. I don't mind if it's rubbish. I enjoy the process. Yeah, actually, the reason I actually set mine up is main thing I use Facebook for is I admin for Crow's page, so I set one up on there. But I know that a lot of people don't like using Facebook, so I think a rehash of the Discord would probably be the best thing for me to do. James, your drawings are unique and interesting, like you are. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of how I use it for my own artwork. And I'm in the middle of a special project at the moment, which I need different scenarios for. And not, do you know, a lot of the time it's something that's in my head and I just need to get a visual on it. So that's what I use AI for. It's no different than as an artist in the past. I would get to do one image, I would be getting 20 different reference images from all over the place. It means I can often I just do it in 1 to 4 images. But just to reinforce, any of my merch or any artwork I sell, I've done it. Any artwork in the magazines, I've done it. As a lad, I once canoed the Tweed from Peebles to Berwick. It was brilliant, but did almost drown. Oh, it was a nice warm day. Just looked at my dried mango and the actual maker's Bradbury's. Did I mention Bradbury's? I want to go to Edinburgh. Be good to meet up. If you go to Edinburgh, John Boy, let me know, and I will meet up with you. Because yeah, from Almall Station, it's I'm sure it's about an hour, and it's not much from here. And I love the train to Edinburgh because it literally goes right into the centre. Because I can't walk very far. Well, I can walk far, but I can't walk very quickly at the minute. So just be aware of that. I don't walk my 9 miles a day like you would. But yeah, it'd be great. Do a joint vlog. That'd be awesome. I think I'd feel more comfortable going with somebody as well at the minute. So, I mean, I'm all right, but we've been invading the art area in your disc. I'm going to have a look because the other thing is, by the way, actually, that's given me some ideas. I'll announce that later, but yeah, let's get it back up and running to creativity because I know some people have put poems in there. Is it Crete? No. Waterfalls put some in, and it really sparked some imagery for me. So I actually want to do some artwork to go with it. I'm doing artwork to go with the Believe in Me stories as well. Once I'm do you know something, guys? Once I'm actually used to the process with the magazines, because there's the Fantastic magazine coming out end of this month, in the next month. That is a paranormal and pop culture magazine. That's not a community magazine, it's paranormal and pop culture. The first issue of Debunked will be at Halloween. Relaunch of Debunked will be at Halloween, and then there'll be the yearbook. I'll be up and used to running the Amazon Kindle after that. By then, it'd be nice to get a collection of people's works in there. Just a community. I could do some for the yearbook actually. I'll have a think on that. So it'd just be nice not just to have my stuff in there. I'm working on a Mexican Day of the Dead skull at the moment for a lady who wants it on. Oh, awesome! Love the Day of the Dead stuff. I mean not so much on the one I'm using today, but I often put sort of voodoo makeup on the Fantastique character. Reminiscent of that. Tina gonna lie down? Oh no, you take care, Tina. Yeah, that does sound awesome. Maybe we need to do a group publication on that. What I'll do, if I do something like that, I need to check with Amazon. I think they do it though. When I used to use eBay, you could actually put stuff up instead of the money coming to you, it can go to charity. So maybe if I can set that up on Amazon, that if it's a group project, I'm not making money out of the stuff you guys are doing. It can go to probably something like a mental health charity. Seems appropriate for this community. I'm in 19 Discord pages. No, Crow can't be bothered with Discord. He has his Facebook page though. Children of the Crow. He is now active in that page again. Do not blame the admins for anything Crow posts. Click on it if you dare. I still have nightmares from some of his reels. Awesome. Meetup. Yeah, me too, Raven. And he won't do it. It took the Facebook page was difficult enough. I get it though. So it is difficult. It's because sometimes you can end up getting so much time. You're trying to make videos and run your channel, and you end up social media can really mess that up. So I want to visit Edinburgh, but I don't do trains as the drive is way too long. It does have an airport. I don't like planes. Not worth it from here, but let's all go to Edinburgh. Good place to meet up. Edinburgh trip. Do you know about those huts called bothies that Wales and Scotland that people can sleep in? Yeah, we have some. You talk about like the glamping huts. We have those in Northumberland. People in the UK, do you remember that Storm Arwen that was 3 years ago? Continual 90-mile-an-hour winds and gusts up here of up to 140. My other bestie, who lives in this town, had gone to a wedding, and she was in one of those glamping huts for that storm. Pammy Boing Boing. Was it? This is something I've missed. I've really got to pay attention to my Discord. I'll get it revamped. Fly from Southampton. Yeah, to Edinburgh. Maybe I just walked to Edinburgh, be there in 360 days. We'll make a date of it. Go Sweeney, we'll all put it in our diary. Have you seen the videos on YouTube about haunted bottoms? No. I gave Crypt Walker a Mexican Deadhead. Yeah. If I make the swim. Oh, you can do it. Bothy's a fun thing to do for hikers. I need to get myself down to Wales. I need to bloody phone Wales. I'm so long since I've talked to my family in Glenathley. We have them in the mountains here too. Are they one of those ones? Are they the sort of thing? Are you talking about the sort of thing that I think we have one or two of them here where they kind of just act as shelter if you're sort of out hiking? You get caught in bad weather. Sheila Creates, hello. How are we doing? Like, oh. Don't know if they're haunted. We have an airport in Blackpool, but I know that you can fly anywhere. Your news in Liverpool and Manchester. Clive made me a soccer gang out. Sky is awesome, and Crow is aware that he still owes Sky a showing of all of his soccer gangers on his lives. Basic overnight shelter. Yeah, they're sort of get out of the elements little huts, aren't they? But often here, I have heard, because we get a lot of hikers obviously here in Northumberland, and I have heard stories that sometimes people will just put supplies in there, or like bottles of water or bits of food and stuff in case anybody, or if they've got any spare when they've been in it. They do them in places in Europe as well. I know a friend of mine went to Spain and they actually got lost on a trail, and time was closing in, and it was where there was this wild boar, which could be quite dangerous. So they actually found one of those and stayed in there till mounted. Hampton Rescue came and got them. Yeah. So it's basically just keeping a roof over your head. Yes. I think that's what the ones in Northumberland are. In Northumberland are. Google Maps shows that it would take me only 484 hours to Edinburgh by foot. Get cracking. That's what, a couple of weeks? No problem. Well, a couple of weeks each way, so a month. You need a month. Not much. People make a video now. Do you not think though that people probably are a bit bothies because they're in the middle? They're there because it's the middle of nowhere. Because they're there for shelter if you can't get to any form of civilization from, if you get caught. I mean, the Cheviot Hills, which are beautiful, which is where I am. Inside the hills themselves, there's hardly any tree covering. So, you're walking up there, and say a thunderstorm hits, you've got no shelter whatsoever. Oh, look at that! If you head off now, Guswina, I'll pick you up at the border in a month. There you go. We have huts along some of our hiking trails that people can sleep in here in New Zealand. Yeah. Edinburgh 3 hours on a train for me, same as York. Yeah, but York. I remember the first time I got the Trans-Pennine Express. Because my PhD was in Liverpool, so it was sort of getting from York to Liverpool. Who let them use the word express is beyond me. It used to be at least 2 hours. I could get there quicker in heavy traffic on the M62. Let me check something. All good. Trying to think. The Avanti trains are the best. I haven't been on a train in years. Well, I've probably done the odd one to Durham when I've been visiting Sunderland if I didn't want to drive. But yeah, your problem, Pop, is you've got to get past the London area. It's in the way. Because London to Newcastle is 3 hours. I love trains. We need trains right around the planet. I could go everywhere. I'd have to get the plane then. Mike says Edinburgh is exactly 4,003 miles from me. You might need a bit longer than a month if you're going to walk it and some wellies. Get across the Atlantic. I went on one the Virgin Manchester to London, 2 hours. Yeah, they wouldn't go via York though, would they? 3 days from Sydney to Perth by train. Yeah, you see, Australia, mind you, I'd do it if I was there. That's actually the Griff Rhys-Jones Australian tour thing on Netflix that I was talking about. He uses the trains. Sit back. Sit back and look at the scenery. Yeah, you got to get. I'm just going to go on mute a minute, guys. I'm going to need to cough. Right, I'm back. Just the trying to get your head wrapped around the expanse of Australia from east to west. Faith No More at Brixton. That's where I saw Faith No More, but it was in 91, 92, whenever the Epic Tour was. There's 11 flights to the UK from our nearby location. I'm looking at flights at the minute, just to try and... I haven't chosen where to fly into yet. I actually thought, because of the time of year, if Dawn's coming with me, it would be more expensive than it is. Depends which airport you're going to. It's not going to be as horrendous as I thought. Trains aren't much of a thing here, mostly freight with an odd bit of tourism in the mountains. We have light rail transit in the city, but not real trains. Oh good, over trains. I travelled from Blue Mountains to Sydney Centre 5 days a week, work 1 hour, 20 minutes there and back for 20 years, don't miss me. Oh, for commuting. Every day, no. I wouldn't want to do it every day. But when I was working in York, the last 2 years, I was so homesick. I just got another haunted location I'm going to be talking about. So I saw my shadow figure. I just got a little flat. So I was only in York during the week, and I used to come home every weekend. From York, that was about an hour and a half. And I also used to get first class if you booked in advance. Wasn't much different in price. The approximate distance between Auckland, New Zealand and Edinburgh, Auckland, New Zealand and Edinburgh, is 11,000 miles. So, might take a few weeks for you to walk here. I'm in Atlanta. Mike, stick out your thumb, they might give you a lift. Don't you get I've seen it in cartoons, I've seen it with my own eyes, Mike. Don't you get any reductions on flights, Mike, working in the airport? On planes. It's a bit hard if you don't. That's 3 hours a day, 5 total, 15 a week, sitting on a crowded train. Too much body odour for me. It's also, you got to get to the train station. You've got to hope the train turns up on time. The only time I've ever done that on a train was the 2 weeks of jury service I did. Because the buggers made me... I'm not doing it again. They can stuff off. But I had to drive to the train station. That was only half an hour train, but it was in 2 weeks before Christmas, so it was really dodgy weather. And it was just exhausting. 4 days from Sydney to Perth. I haven't done it in over for 40 years. Hello, just lurking, James. Hello. Pizza good. Sky. I haven't had my dinner yet, actually. Although, I've been eating sweet chili chicken wraps and Tim Tams. Sound good. We got stuck at Sydney after a train coming opposite way hit someone. We were delayed for hours, so sadly that happens more than I care to admit here. I'm in a jury pool at the moment. I have to call every day to see if I've been selected. Oh, at least you can do that. Oh, 2 weeks of going every day and sitting in a room waiting to see if your name's going to get called out at random. Can't leave. Never again. ever, ever, ever. So, I don't know if Elaine's still here, but I've just seen the picture you sent me. I don't recognise that, but I may have to look it up. Can you taste? Well, I suppose if it's dried mango, you can taste them. I love mango. I will keep an eye out for those. Sorry, still coughing. I really did hate it, and it used to be here that if you once you'd done it, you never had to do it again. But they can call. I spoke to people when I was on jury service that had done it 3 or 4 times. It's the best dried mango I've had. Tesco's is horrible and like rubber. We don't have a Tesco here, so I'll make sure I look for that brand name. My dad missed his train one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to mute again. Right, I'm back. I'll look out for that particular brand name. My dad just missed his train one morning, thank God, because the train he was supposed to be on was involved in the Granville train disaster back in the 70s. He was so lucky that day. Do you know, stories like that always fascinate me. For example, I've heard a few from about 9/11. And I lived in London in the late 80s and early 90s, and it was still, how do I say this on YouTube? It was still being attacked. By, I don't know what words I can use, with the Irish Troubles. And I mean, I heard boom booms go off and boom boom scares, etc. And I can think of at least 3 instances where I was actually supposed to be somewhere and something went off, and just pure fate, I was either late or plans got changed at the last minute, and I should have been where it happened. I have a theory that we have. I am a believer in fate, actually. Yeah, I've just had a drink. Just frog in the back of my throat. I think throat's really dry. Oh, I know I'm being miserable, but I really need this heat wave to be finished. And the pollen to go away. And they're probably harvesting the fields now. That won't help. I fell asleep on the train once and ended up in the wrong city. I've known a few people who've done that. I've known a few people who've been getting the train home to Newcastle, fallen asleep and ended up in Edinburgh, and they've had to be picked up. I got a medical certificate from my doctor, so I don't ever have to do jury duty. One advantage of ADHD. I mean, I could do it now. I was going to do it anyway, because you can defer it for 2 years, but I was actually, because I am officially diagnosed as anxiety, I have an anxiety, so I would just go to the doctors and say, look, you've got to... I'd do it for the COPD now as well. It's too far. They say the only way not to get selected jury duty is not to register to vote. That's probably where they get... I'm guessing that's where they get the list from. But I mean, it's 30 miles for me. So it's driving to the train station, or if they did it now, I don't have a car, I'd have to get the bus. I mean, it's only 30 minutes from the station to the centre of Newcastle. It's actually a good train. Anywhere near the station is hugely expensive to buy houses, because if you've got a good job in the centre of Newcastle, you can live here with a quick commute. You haven't got to drive in, you haven't got to pay for parking. A lot of the ones who've got the really good jobs and they can afford the housing do. Voting is compulsory in Australia. Technically, you are supposed to be at least on the electoral register, but I'm sure people won't be. Crowing the chat a bit. I got out of jury duty twice now. It was before my arm injuries, but now I'd use a medical excuse from the doctor. It needs to be a horrific case before I'd want to serve. I don't know how it works in the States, but here, the other thing is, here you have to do the 2 weeks. And most cases, often they don't even last a day. Because it's all the cases. So you do one case and they just throw you back into the jury pool. You don't do a case and then what and go home now. They keep you there. If they had a major trial that would last more than this 2 weeks, you have to have a reason not to be able to do it. I mean, the thought of being stuck on one for months, no. I dropped my bag with my brand new edition of Doctor Who magazine in it onto tracks, so idiot here jumped on to grab it. People screamed, another train was coming, and my family too. Sky. I think Pomp summed that up. Fuck Sky. Couldn't have got another copy. I had to go to Flinders Street Station medical room, carried on a stretcher by a lot of burly red-faced men. I felt like a queen. Being carried. Don't think that was the effect they were looking to have on you. Time is it? 4:30. Right, I'll start wrapping up in a minute. Yeah, I will try and get my Satanic Panic video out tomorrow, I'll say, because I messed up the audio. And I'll put a community post out with other plans as well. If I don't do a members live before, because I never seem to fit a members live in, it's because I'm actually making videos, I suppose. I will do my regular live on Tuesday, 2 p.m, and then Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I was 15 and hadn't wanted to miss. I used to love the Tomorrow People. I loved that as a kid. Hey, it was a good show. No, it was at the beginning. A bit silly at the end. Actually, the American remake was okay. It was completely different. It was okay, but I think it got cancelled. Silly cancelling. Right, guys, thank you so much. I'm surprised it's been a long morning, afternoon. Thank you, especially those of you who sat through Crow's live as well. See, went on for 4 hours. Let's do a thank you. Thank you again to Sandra. Let's put. Hang on. Thank you again to Sandra for the lovely gifts this morning. And I what I'll actually do is I'll type up that letter and I'll put that in when I've properly photographed the diamond dart. I'll put what she put in the letter in as well. Oh, hey Claire, thank you. Just quickly, thank you to mods, thank you to HM Paranormal Detective for the 10 gifted, Alexis, member for 4 months, Carla, member for 8 months. Shadow Mice for the 5 gifted. Thank you, me, for the 5 gifted and another 5 gifted. And Cynthia for the 8 months. You are all legends. Thank you so much. And I will catch you later. Toodles.
Imagine this. You're standing at the crossroads, alone, broke, desperate. You've got the talent, you have the drive, but the world just isn't listening. Then, out of the shadows, someone appears. They know your name, they know your dreams, and they offer you everything. Fame, fortune, influence. The kind of success that legends are made out of. But there's one catch. You have to give up your soul. Sound like folklore? Maybe. But some say this is the exact deal that still happens in the music industry.
Making a deal with the devil has been a folklore for centuries. Different tales and legends and myths have popped up time and time again through history. In the 20th century, it became more and more prevalent to apply it to music, to the music industry. And what would follow would be legends, would be stories, and outcries.
Or perhaps no example of what can come along to warp the minds of youth stands out stronger than that of what's known as the violent punk rocker movement that originated in England.
But there is no doubt, at least not in our reporting, that heavy metal music plays a role. Every single kid whose case we know about, who committed a violent act in Satan's name was also into heavy metal music.
Only the soul is immortal, and yours belongs to me.